one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage coming into the building earlier tonight. Our broadcast tonight coming to you from New York City amid all the hustle and bustle of the streets of Manhattan. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Hey Kevin, thank you very much. What a great comeback story for Derrick Rose. His resilience over the years of injuries has been rewarded. He says everybody struggles. People pretend like they don't. My down days were on TV, so I couldn't hide. The whirlwind I was in, I always stayed calm. I think that's just part of who I am. It's my character. Kevin?
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
And you take a look at Westbrook. The second most votes in the Eastern Conference have gone his way. He'll be a starter for sure.
And that's a byproduct of not just his talent, but of the effort he's put in this season. Nobody works harder than this guy.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And now Washington's starting group. We've got Alex Len. Bradley Beal is out there with Russell Westbrook. And there's Bryant. And it's Avdia in at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Elfrid Payton is out there with Barrett. And it's Burks in at the 3 spot. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Here is Bryant after Alec Burks' score. Beal deciding where to go with it. And he banks in the layup.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Here's Payton. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. To the paint, here's Randall. Misses from close range. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest, that game against Philadelphia. The Wizards working the ball around now. Outside Westbrook. That shot, no good. And New York the other way now. Robinson with it. Picked up by Bryant. Barrett. Rebounded by the Wizards. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
And here is Payton after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Here's Payton. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Burks finds Randall. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, Randall finding out some creative ways how to score on the inside, becoming smarter and more adept at doing so.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Off on the layup.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
The offensive rebound. Robinson, that's good.
And that's Robinson dominating on the inside to capture the board and go right back up.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
Free throw good, Beal. And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career. And a chance here to check out some stats for Ardea. His last 10 games, averaging 9 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Here's Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Well, on top of everything else that you get from Russell Westbrook, you get some good foul shooting. Important trait for any point guard and great scorer in the league. Find your way to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Westbrook makes them both. Knicks trail by 6. Pass to Barrett. Outside Robinson. Now the pass to Randall. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Pass to Beal. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Knicks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Payton drives in over Westbrook. Pass to Burks. Latrey. Rebound by the Wizards. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
The shot by Bryant, no good. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for New York. 6-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
And now the Knicks on the break. Here it is running. Randall with the bucket. Wizards have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Bryant. He kicks it to Beal. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And so it's New York with it. They trail by 3, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's a whistle. He did not want to hear his 2nd foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
And the Wizards making a change here. Smith has checked in. Randall kicks to Payton. Lobbed up there for Robinson. It's good. Robinson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Some footwork and some finesse from Mitchell Robinson.
The pass to Len. Wizards passing it around. Beal against Barrett. Beal drives in from past the arc. Avdia can't hit. The Knicks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Barrett, no good.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
New York trailing, and oh, here we go. Burke's got it. A fast break chance. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
The first free throw is good for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Toppin comes in for Burks, and it's Rose in for Elfrid Payton. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Wizards. Hachimura comes in for Bryant. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Rose. Sweet little floater.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here is Smith. 8 points his last outing. Here's Beal. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Beal's got 12 in the game.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
And here's Rose. He dishes it to Gibson. Now Toppin. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. No good from Gibson. Hachimura down low. Working on Rose. Hachimura, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Wizards leading by 3. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Avdia gets the bucket. Barrett with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Now here's Rose after R.J. Barrett's miss. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. Here's Randall. Oh, that's blocked. Beal, the pass to Avdia. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's Rose with the ball for the New York Knicks. 7-point differential. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
For the Knicks, Noel comes in for Randall. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Barrett. And a change for the Wizards. Bertin is checked in. Rose against Smith. Rose passes to Noel, and Noel throws it down.
And that's the role they want for Rose, getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Now here's Beal, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Bertans can't get it to go. Here's Ntilikina. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Way to go, Ntilikina, rising up that time, and it's 6-6. It makes it look easy.
Smith the pass to Bertans. Kicks it to Beal. Wizards passing it around. It's Beal on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Up and in on the layup. Beal's got 14 points.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Knicks trail by 5. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Smith. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Inside, Ntilikina, and the layup's good off the glass. Ntilikina's got his second bucket.
Well, Ntilikina can make some noise around the rim at that size.
Wizards leading by 3.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now here's Rose. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Milwaukee. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Here's Ntilikina after the basket by Washington. Bertans grabs the board.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Smith outside, pass to Bertans. Tries it from 9. Goes back up. Shot's good by Gafford. And the Wizards lead by 7.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
No good from Gibson.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
Knicks shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Here's Rose. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Washington with the ball, following the score by New York. Hachimura kicks to Beal. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Knicks trail by 9. Here's Rose. They grab their own miss. Tries a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Ntilikina's got 7.
I like the decision to just rise up and fire. Ntilikina showing a confident play there.
Beal from deep three-point land. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Wizards out front, up by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you could learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great. The whole organization has been great. We just, you know, whatever happens, we've kind of been sticking together and going through it all together, so that's been good.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
They've got Toppin. Taj Gibson is out there with Noel. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Ntilikina in at the 2. They're the group New York will start the second with.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Now here's Rose. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Beal, the pass to Westbrook. Here's Hutchison. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Gibson. And now the Knicks on the break.
Situationally aware as Ntilikina found a way to get out there in the fast break.
The Wizards with the lead. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's Hachimura in the corner. That shot is off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Rose. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. The first one falls.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 08, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Burks comes in for Toppin. And it's Payton in for Ntilikina. And then for Washington, Alex Len comes in for Davis Bertans. And it's Bryant in for Hachimura.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And it's good for 2. Bryant's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, Westbrook draws so much attention, so takes advantage there, finds a teammate.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Rose.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
Now here's Payton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's sent back by Bryant, and it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Randall's checked in for New York. Abdia's checked in for Washington. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Offensive rebound. Robinson kicks to Burks. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Burks has got 5.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Abdia dishes to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Bryant. Over Randall. Here's Len. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
This guy's got a great nose for the offensive glass, and I like how he used those long arms that time to reach up, snag that rebound.
Now here's Payton. Randall surveying the D. Yes, that goes in.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, the defense respecting the shot right there, and that creates a lane for him to drive right through. That's his game.
Knicks trail by 4. And here's Rose. 10 points for him. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 12.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Hutchison. Bryant with the bounce pass. Here's Hutchison. Burks covering.
Such good instincts from Robinson there to throw that one away.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. That ties the game.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Randall with the ball, picked up by Bryant. Here's Burks. Trying to get open is Robinson. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks. The Wizards have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Wide open. Washington with the rebound.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, but he has other ways to get at you offensively.
And he knocks down the first one. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Rose. Good on both. Now Payton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's the pass to Barrett. Burks with it. Back to Barrett. Len grabs the board. From the Wizards, they're shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Bryant passes to Abdia. Second chance shot. Here's Hutchison. Pass to Westbrook. Now, here's Avdia. Burks covering. Here's Hutchison. And another miss by Washington. The Knicks have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Washington shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Westbrook kicks to Len. The Wizards working the ball around now. From 10 feet out. Misses off the left iron.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Payton's shot is off. And Washington has possession. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them.
Well, all eyes on Westbrook defensively. It helps to make this play work as he delivers on time and on target.
Payton against Westbrook. Payton's shot is off. Wizards have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Passes it to Hutchison. Westbrook against Payton. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. The shot misses. And New York the other way now. Here's Barrett. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Denny Avdia picks one up.
Barrett hanging tough on that play. He gets the shot off, and he just stuck to the play.
And Bones, when you look at R.J. Barrett, what's the next step in his game?
So if the next stage offensively, GA, is that he's got better shot selection overall and a bit more consistency from the three-point line, then it's about setting a tone and taking on the defensive challenge every night. That's what a good leader can do, and this team is looking for one.
And that one misses.
You wonder if R.J. Barrett could be the best player to come out of Canada. Now that's some high praise, because I had many years battling against one Steve Nash, but R.J. Barrett has a high ceiling.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Wizards. Smith comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Now here's Westbrook. 35 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Nice shot by Smith. And Barrett's father playing for the Canadian national team as well as playing overseas. And Brent, as you know, his mother, a nationally ranked sprinter.
Yeah, an unbelievable family DNA and lineage around a multitude of sports, and it really helps to be a generalist rather than a specialist. Couldn't ask for a better pedigree for one R.J. Barrett.
And the Knicks miss again.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Gafford passes to Westbrook. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Knicks trail by 6. Here's Barrett. Got a piece of it. They get it back. And that one, good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. Julius Randle picks one up. The Wizards have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Burks. And it's Ntilikina in for Payton. Then for the Wizards, Bertzinis, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Hachimura in for Avdia.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Ntilikina kicks to Toppin. Pass to Gibson from downtown. Washington with the rebound. Here's Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw drop for Smith, and New York making a change here. Noel's checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Beal's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Smith hits them both. Knicks trail by 9. Barrett with the ball. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Washington called for the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Gibson.
And the big man, Taj Gibson, a tough, defensive-minded veteran.
Such a huge part, the foundation really, of those teams in Chicago when he was playing alongside Joakim Noah. He's one of those glue guys who's willing to take on any assignment.
And both free throws good from Gibson.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Gafford. 5 points in the game. Dishes it to Beal. The pass to Bertens. Gibson with the steal. And here we go with Toppin running it up the court. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call on Washington with the foul. The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Smith. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. To the middle. Here's Bertens. No good that time. Great D that time from Gibson.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Barrett for 3. Shot clock reset for the Knicks. And Noel throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And again, Washington no good. Knicks trail by 3. Now, here's Toppin. He kicks to Noel. Pass to Barrett. 6 to shoot. Right side Gibson. Washington with the rebound. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Smith penetrating, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Now here is Hachimura. Defense right on him. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now, here's Bertans. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And finished off by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
New York trailing. Passes it to Noel. The feed to Barrett. Right side Gibson. Back to Barrett. Yep, that one goes in there. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
RJ is going to improve year after year on the skill to recognize plays and to stay a step ahead of the D.
Now here's Beal. He's got 21. Basket counts.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Knicks trail by 3. 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Beal against Barrett. Trying to get open is Gibson, and they pick up 2. Barrett's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, RJ is a natural scorer. It's very hard to shake him off that kind of focus.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Wizards lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Elfrid. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He had 21 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And 2017's most valuable player, Russell Westbrook, averaged a triple-double for 3 straight seasons. Kenny, have you ever seen a lead guard who worked harder than the Brody?
No. He plays with the heart every night. You know, he plays with that intensity every night. You know, if I tried to do that when I was playing, I would be asleep for a week after every game. I couldn't come back. This guy plays with intensity, Jack, that only you have played with. Jack, you know anyone like that?
Not really, but you hear the sound right here?
What's that? Sounds like a motor?
An incredible motor, yeah. Good job, Kenny.
Okay.
It's interesting to see how he adapts as he gets older.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
With just his attitude and the way he goes on the floor every night?
You?
AI.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you.
Artificial intelligence. I like it, Ernie.
Yeah.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Russell Westbrook. Brian is out there with Avdia. Then there's Len, and it's Beal in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Avdia. Len makes it off the glass. Len's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Wizards.
Well, 7'1", 250+ pounds. He's just so good at pushing through contact as Alex Len.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
The first free throw is good.
They're just one of those guys who you can see the competitive drive that he has. He's a hungry player. He's young, and there's no doubt he's going to get better.
Second free throw, no good. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
So here's Burks after the basket by Washington. Len grabs the board. Len's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He lobs it up and finished off by Avdia.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Payton finds Barrett. And here is Payton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Westbrook with the steal. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Barrett against Bryant. Pass to Burks. Now here's Randall, the 9-foot shot. And the basket is good. Randall's got 12 points in the game.
Well, Randall is looking like tonight he's capable of taking on the whole offensive load.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Bryant. Both good from the line that time. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Knicks trail by 8. Now Burks. He has 7. Kicks it to Payton. 5 to shoot. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And Barrett will give you these kind of flashes. He got up that time.
It's Beal at the elbow. They double team Beal. Over Barrett. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Burks can't get it to go. Wizards leading by 6. Down low. And Avdia the bucket on the assist from Beal. And that's 12 points for Denny Avdia.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Now here's Payton, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Beal against Barrett. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Derrick Rose is checked in for New York. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Here's Rose. He's got 12. And there's the pass to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Over Bryant. Barrett, no good. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And Bryant slams it in.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it tacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And so here is New York after the basket by Washington. Burks, the pass to Randall. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Avdia. Knicks on defense, trailing here by 8. To the inside, and Beal gets it to go. And that's 23 points for Bradley Beal.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Rose. A 3-ball. Randall no good. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Well, not only the power there, did he chip a 2s on the rim? One of the best dunkers in the game.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference. Let's look at the stats for Robinson. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's right around 9 points a night, 12 rebounds, and almost 3.5 blocks. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch. A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
Westbrook with it. He's got 14. Len, good.
Yeah, you got to set up a quality screen, and right there Alex Len does a great job, rolls with purpose in that pick and roll.
And so it's New York with it, a 12-point game. Rose against Westbrook. Randall kicks to Barrett. Outside Rose. They get it back. Here's Robinson. And a missed layup. Wizards leading by 12. Westbrook dishes to Bryant. Pass to Hutchison. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. No good on the triple. And so Bryant will bring it up for Washington. To the paint. Here's Hutchison. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Hutchinson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards. Here's Rose. He's got 12. Here's Burks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For New York, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. And the first one at the line is good for the Knicks. Noel's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Toppin in for Julius Randle. Then for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Len. Bertanis comes in for Bryant. And it's Hachimura in for Chandler Hutchison. And Burks hits 2 free throws. Wizards leading by 12. Inside, it's deflected. Here's Hachimura. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Now here's Rose. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Bertans.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Smith against Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barrett for 3.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
For New York, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's Rose following the bucket by the Wizards. To the middle, here's Gibson. Lays it up off the glass. Gibson's got 6 points.
Taj Gibson's postgame continues to improve, that time showing a nice touch.
And here's Smith. He's got 7. Here's Beal. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now, here's Barrett. He's got 13. Now, Noel.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Gafford passes to Bertans and finished off by Bertans.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Knicks trail by 13. Here's Barrett. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 15.
Well, Barrett with nice touch down there as the lefty was able to negotiate the little room that he had.
Smith against Rose. Beal the pass to Gafford. And stolen by Noel. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Barrett is running. And the basket by Rose.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Wizards leading by 9. Smith with it. The dish to Beal. Passes it to Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hachimura. Knicks with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Toppin, no one around him. Kept alive by New York. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
That free throw, no good. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Rose. And he's good on the second. Here's Smith. He's got 7. Outside, Beal. They double team Beal. Back to Smith to the inside. Bertans, and finished off by Bertans.
Terrific job by Smith to dish that one off to his open teammate right there.
Now, here's Barrett. 15 points in the game. Beal with the steal. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Barrett wide open. He fires. Hachimura grabs the miss.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now here's Payton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Great handle that time. Sometimes Payton pulls some things out that you just can't guard against.
Smith outside. They double team Beal. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Toppin, good. Toppin's got it back down to within single digits for the Knicks.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. Lets the 3 fly. Toppin pulls it in.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Wizards leading by 8. Smith in the post, covered by Payton.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And the Wizards with possession following the score by New York. Here's Gafford. He's covered by Noel. Clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Bertans. Over Payton. The Wizards with another miss. This one for 3. Washington with the rebound. Smith for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. Washington out in front. They lead by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Toppin is out there with Noel. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Barrett. And it's Payton in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. And finished off by Bertans.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Knicks trail by 8. And here's Barrett. Washington with the rebound. Hachimura's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Beal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on R.J. Barrett.
And this is what Beal does. He puts pressure on the defenders and makes them compromise when he does.
And that one falls for Beal. Julius Randle's checked in for New York. Alec Burks comes in for Toppin. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Ryan's checked in. And both free throws good for Beal.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Knicks trail by 10. Stolen by Avdia. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is off. Alex Len's checked in for the Wizards. And the second free throw, good. Now Payton. And the pass to Barrett. So here's Burks. Three-pointer. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Hachimura. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Payton. He dishes it to Barrett. Inside. Here's Randle. And Randle throws it down.
And how about Randle just collecting and absorbing that hit and still fights to get a shot off.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Now here's Westbrook. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Bryant finds Westbrook. Now Avdia, 6 to shoot. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
Now Hachimura. Following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Here's Len. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Barrett. Back to Peyton. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, inside, Barrett fighting twice as hard, working through that contact and trying to get a shot off.
And that one falls for Barrett. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Washington leading now by 10. Passes it to Bryant. He kicks it to Westbrook. It's stolen by Randall. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Westbrook with the block.
There is no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And proving to be effective around the rim, Hachimura leaving no doubt about that.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Now, here's Barrett. He's tightly guarded. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards. So it's the Knicks now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Westbrook, no good. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Barrett for 3. And the dunk by Robinson.
And that's Mitchell Robinson's attitude. Anywhere around the rim, he's going to rock it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he knocks down the first one. And New York making a change here. Rose is checked in. Beal's checked in for the Wizards. Both free throws good from Westbrook. Knicks trail by 14. Rose with the ball. The 19-foot shot slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And that's an intelligent play by Rose, taking advantage of whatever the D gives him.
Rose against Westbrook. Outside Beal. He tries for 3. Westbrook, no good. And the call will be against Alex Len. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit. And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Westbrook against Rose. They double team Beal. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Washington with the ball. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Beal's got 29.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Wizards leading by 12. It's Bryant, high post. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Beal. Back to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. From 17 feet out, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Westbrook's got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards. Here is Rose. Outside for Randall. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Down low. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now Randall. Bradley Beal missing from long range. The alley-oop layup, very well done. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Robinson assertive now on offense, looking to score.
Westbrook finds Len to the middle. And a nice shot by Bryant. And the Wizards lead by 12.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Bradley Beal.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. The first one falls.
A lot of people like Mitchell Robinson because he does what he's told to do, and that is stay in the lane. It's where he does a lot of damage, both defensively and offensively.
Robinson hits them both. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They've led by as many as 14 points. Dishes it to Beal. He feeds it to Avdia. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Knicks trail by 10. Now here's Rose. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And Rose, so dangerous coming off the pick. All he needs is a half step, and he can do the rest.
The free throw drops for Rose. Washington leading now by 7. And here is Beal. They double team Beal. The pass to Westbrook. The three. Burks pulls it in. New York shooting 40% in the fourth. Here's Randall. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now just a 5-point Washington lead. The Wizards have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Outside, Beal. They double team Beal. Here's Avdia. Here's Len. Robinson with the block. Here's Bryant. Goes up again. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
You got to be more cautious when you're guarding Alex Len. Obviously, his size puts you at an immediate disadvantage.
And the first one drops.
Well, it's been interesting so far for Alex Len as the league has moved away from big men playing on the block about how he's going to improve his game to stay in the NBA for as long as he wants.
Knicks trail by 7. Now Rose. Pass to Randall. Rebound, Washington. Avdia's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Beal against Barrett. Back to Beal. Bryant. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Barrett.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Avdia. Back to Westbrook. Inside, Len. Westbrook finds Len. Tries yet again. Back to Westbrook. Here's Avdia. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Rose with the ball. Picked up by Bryant. Pass to Barrett. There's the 3. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Avdia kicks to Beal and finished off by Beal.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
Knicks trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Rose. That one wide left. Washington shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Rose has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over again.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's Beal in the corner. Fires for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Burks has got his 4th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall. Wizards leading by 10. Over to the left wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Yeah, Russell is not stopping right now. So sure on the offensive end. Just complete confidence there.
New York, they're working against the clock now. Rose scanning the floor. Here's Robinson. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Beal. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him. And New York the other way now. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Payton, he's checked in for the Knicks. Avdia, the pass to Beal. Only one man back on D. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Barrett.
Barrett's instincts on the move and on the fast break are something that this offense will benefit from.
Beal finds Westbrook. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by New York. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Randall, and the Knicks good for 2.
Well, fleshing out his offensive attack here. Randall comfortable from that range to knock one down.
Barrett against Beal. They double team Beal. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Stolen by Robinson. Randall with the ball. Now Avdia defending. Money!
RJ coming through, and that one makes you feel good.
Here's Westbrook. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one. And here are the Knicks. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Randall passes to Peyton. Here's the lob to the hoop. Count it!
Yeah, R.J. Barrett can do that. That pass on target, and R.J. taking care of the rest.
And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. New York calls timeout. They're down by 7. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
And so Washington takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.